Our 2-day Kyoto couples trip begins here. Day 1. Arrived at Nijo Station at 9:20 a.m. We're heading to Shinsen-en Garden and Nijo Castle. Passed a nice cafe called Tirol on the way to Shinsen-en. Too early for a break, but they are famous for their curry. Shinsen-en. This used to be the emperor's private garden in the Heian period. It was apparently 15 times larger than it is now. You can still feel the atmosphere of the Heian period, with its beautiful water features. We've arrived at Nijo Castle, a World Heritage Site. About 80% of the visitors are from overseas, especially from Western countries. First, we'll enter through the Grand Higashi-Ote-mon Gate. The entrance to the Ninamaru Palace is the elaborately decorated Kara-mon Gate. The Ninamaru Palace, a national treasure, is coming into view. Unfortunately, photography is prohibited inside. This bell was used in the late Edo period to warn of major emergencies, like the Battle of Toba Fushimi. I would have loved to view the garden from the Great Hall, but the shutters are only opened during special winter exhibitions. Heading to the Hanmaru Garden. The inner moat gives it a true castle feel. The Hanmaru Palace was relocated here from the Kyoto Imperial Palace during the Meiji era. You need a reservation to enter. The castle tower ruins. At about 20 meters high, you can see the entire castle grounds. On our way to Rokkaku-do, we found a highly rated eel restaurant on Google Maps. Eel Restaurant, Sagawa. I've been wanting to try this. It's Kansai-style eel, grilled without steaming. It's a bit pricey, but the premium eel box is 5,800 yen. The surface is crispy and fragrant, while the inside is fluffy. It's completely different from the soft, steamed eel in Tokyo. I like Tokyo-style eel too, but this is a different kind of delicious. Arrived at Rokkaku-do. Built by Prince Shotoku, it's one of the oldest temples in Kyoto. Legend says an emperor from the Heian period found his true love here, making it a famous spot for love luck. This is the Miyuki Sakura. The petals change color from white to pink as they bloom. It's almost in full bloom. This temple is a mysterious space nestled among office buildings. The Gasho Jizo statue prays along with the visitors. Arrived at Nishiki Market. It's packed with international tourists as we go deeper inside. There were so many delicious-looking food stalls, but we were too full from the eel, so we left early. We passed Nishiki Tenmengu Shrine, the guardian of the market, and headed to Kihan Sanjo Station. Sanjo Ohashi Bridge, the end of the Tokaido Road. You can find statues of Yaji and Kita, stars of an Edo period novel. We took the Kihan line from Sanjo to Dimashi Unagi Station, heading to the former Mitsui family Shimogamo Villa and Shimogamo Shrine. Before reaching the shrine, we had matcha at the former Mitsui family Shimogamo Villa. Built in the late Taisho to early Showa era, it's a luxurious building featuring a turret to view the Daimonji bonfire. It's said to be a garden created by a millionaire, sparing no expense, but it was a little early in the season. You can enjoy matcha and sweets in the main house. We took a break with some matcha. The sweets were yubadama from Tsuruya Yoshinobu. Small, but the brown sugar flavor was delicious. Shimogamo Shrine is surrounded by a quiet forest. This is also a World Heritage Site. Many locals visit to pray, but there aren't many tourists. The No stage in the precinct is an important cultural property. They perform No plays here by torchlight in May. It's a 35-minute walk from Shimogamo Shrine to the Kyoto Imperial Palace. The weather is clearing up, so I'm looking forward to the weeping cherry blossoms. Kanote site in the Kyoto Imperial Palace grounds. The 60 weeping cherry trees here are famous for blooming early. They are about 70% in bloom. The clouds are breaking, and the blue sky is back. It makes the weeping cherry blossoms look even more vibrant. With the better weather, more people are gathering. It feels like they'll be in full bloom by tomorrow. Checked into the hotel at 3:15 p.m. There's a convenience store right next door, which is very handy. We're staying at Vessel Hotel Campana Kyoto Gojo. We stayed here 2 years ago as well. The room is standard but very clean. There's a bathtub, but we used the large public bath and sauna instead. At 5:30 p.m., we took a bus to Gion. We're heading to Chion-in Temple, passing by Yasaka Shrine. After buying tickets for the light-up event, we looked at the Sanmon Gate from outside. You usually can't climb it except on special occasions. We can climb it this time. It's one of the largest wooden gates in Japan. Entered the Chion-in light-up event at 6:05 p.m. First, we climbed the Sanmon Gate. The twilight view of Kyoto. The light-up has begun with mysterious music playing. We explored the lower area with the tea house first. Climbed the Onizaka slope to the area with the Miedo main hall. The Miedo is a national treasure. It looks solemn and majestic even in the lights. The 6 lights shining toward the sky represent the 6 characters of Namu Amida Butsu. Left Chion-in at 7:10 p.m. to get some dinner. We went to Matsuba, next to Minamiza Theater for their famous Nishin Soba. Oh no, they're closed today. We had dinner at Yakian, on the 7th floor of Kyoto Takashimaya SC. I had the set with mini oyakodon and mini chicken nanban udon. My wife had the chicken nanban udon. We took a bus from Shiyo Kawaramachi to Gojo Takakura. Seeing the blue searchlight of Kiyomizu-dera from the Gojo pedestrian bridge. The Kyoto Tower light up is also classy. That's it for day 1. Day 2. Woke up at 5:45 a.m. 6:10 a.m. Walking from the hotel to Kiyomizu-dera. Mount Hiei with morning mist from the Gojo Ohashi Bridge. Going up Chawin Zaka, it's still empty. Arrived at Kiyomizu-dera at 6:40 a.m. A few overseas visitors are starting to come up from Kiyomizu-zaka. Kiyomizu-dera is a World Heritage Site. It really is quiet. The view of Kyoto City bathed in the morning sun is beautiful. You can even hear the bush warblers singing. In the early morning, it's easy to go inside the main hall to pray. Everyone was ringing the bell to pray. The Kiyomizu stage is also empty. The cherry blossoms are only about 10% in bloom. The morning sun is getting brighter, making the city shine. Ottawa Waterfall is getting a bit crowded. It looks powerful when viewed from below. Walked back to the hotel after this. Checked out after breakfast, taking a Kihon bus from Karasuma Gojo to Daigo Station. There's a promenade connected directly from Daigo Station. Arrived at Daigo-ji Temple. Beautiful weather. Daigo-ji is also a World Heritage Site. Lined up for about 30 minutes, there were many people from Taiwan. Apparently, Hideyoshi's Daigo cherry blossom viewing is famous there too. Once inside, the cherry blossoms were almost in full bloom and very beautiful. Shinsen-en Garden. Designed by Hideyoshi himself for his cherry blossom viewing event. Heading from the Neo-mon Gate to the Garden area, where the main temple buildings are. The cherry blossoms in front of the National Treasure Kondo Hall are in full bloom. The National Treasure 5-story pagoda. Built in 951 during the Heian period, it's the oldest building in Kyoto City. Moving further back, there's the bentonite pond. Had lunch at Wan by the pond, waited about 45 minutes. Kyoto's Nishin soba. The herring is seasoned delicately, not too sweet, it goes perfectly with the clear dashi broth. My wife had the yuba udon set. Went back to the entrance, saw the cherry blossoms at the Reihoken Museum, and headed to Daigo Station. From Daigo subway station to Chushijima Station Fushimi on the Kihon line, we walked along the embankment to transfer at Rokkaku-do station. The transfer was about 400 meters. It's my first time walking along an embankment and crossing a bridge for a train transfer. Started walking around Fushimi from Chushijima Station. A retro bathhouse, it's still in business. Jikoku Bune boat. Unfortunately, tickets for today were sold out. Looks like you need a reservation in advance. The Keikan Okura Sake Museum reached the visitor limit and closed. Too bad. The shop was open, so bought sake manju as a souvenir. Teradaya Inn. There's a strong theory that it's not the original building, but it must have looked something like this. Took the Kintetsu line from Momoyama Goriome Station to Toji Station. Toji Temple's night viewing event. Toji is also a World Heritage Site. We used Smart EX for priority entry, which cost a bit more, but it was still bright and not crowded, so it wasn't really worth it. Entered at 5:40 p.m. and waited on a bench until it got dark. 6:25 p.m. It's getting dark. The lights reflecting on the pond are beautiful. The 5-story pagoda light-up has also begun. The 5-story pagoda at Toji was built in 1644 and is a national treasure. At 55 meters, it's the tallest 5-story pagoda in Japan. You can enter the Kondo and Kodo halls, which are national treasures, but photography is prohibited. The Buddhist statues inside are incredibly powerful. It's getting close to our Shinkansen time, so we're heading to Kyoto Ekia. It was a 15-minute walk to the station. 7:30 p.m. Returning to Tokyo by Shinkansen. I have a Shinkansen bento. My wife has a bamboo shoot rice bento. Thank you for watching until the end. If you liked it, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up.